So I think today I'm gonna need everything that I have. For today's photography adventure, I slept in the car because the predictions told me we're going to get some dense mist. But when I woke up, we only got overcast weather and some flat light. I had to use all of my gear to create the best pictures that I could today. And I even tried a new technique that I never did before. So let's see what we're going to capture in this photography adventure today. First photo is done for today, and I really needed this because my mind was set like, yeah, I'm gonna photograph this forest in the mist. It's gonna be super awesome. And this morning when I woke up and I looked through the window, I was like, oh no, it's been raining sometimes in the night. I woke up from it because on the car it's super loud and the light is super flat. So I think today I'm gonna need everything that I have. And I photographed a super small cascade here in this beautiful riverbed. And I was zoomed in all the way like 350 more or less with the 2-in-1 high-def filter, the circular polarizer and VND filter to bring down my light into the camera to slow down the shutter speed. And I went for a 2-second exposure of this small cascade. I also went with the f6.3 to have a shallow depth of field in this picture. So there's a small piece of this cascade is in focus and all the rest is beautifully blurred out. We got a bit of foreground interest. There is a rock with some leaves on it, and that's also super soft in this foreground. And then further into the picture we see that beautiful super small cascade, and then in the back we see other rocks with some leaves on them. So we really got a beautiful depth in this composition. And actually this cascade is also a little bit framed in with some rocks. I didn't notice it till now on the back of the screen, so we're using a natural frame for this beautiful composition. So I hope you like it. I've been fighting with this boulder here for the last 15 minutes or so to get a nice composition in it, because I really like this tree here in the back. It got a lot of character in it, and I thought I want to do something with that boulder in front of us with the moss on it. It really intrigued me. I was like, yeah, I have to do something with it, but it's going so slow and so hard for me today. I think I've blocked myself with thinking I was gonna get some mist today in this beautiful forest. But I've put on the 50mm to capture this composition. First I was thinking to include also the leaves here on this tree. It wasn't wow, it was like the leaves were creeping in from the side and it wasn't telling the story like where it came from or something. So I didn't include it. So I just went for a more simple composition. So we got the boulder, we got some greens in front of it, and then we got that beautiful tree, but around that beautiful tree we also got a few other trees. So that's gonna be difficult to make it really stand out from the other trees. But I think on its own, it's not a bad composition. So like you can see here on the screen, we got that beautiful tree in the back and our boulder in front of it. You can see at the moment the boulder is a little bit out of focus, but that's because I'm filming this at the f5.6 to have a decent exposure for this composition. But yeah, you can see the focus is on the tree in line with this boulder. In front of it there's a lot of things here going on with the greens. That's a little bit distracting, but I did the focus stacking with this boulder into the back of this composition. So I focused in front of the boulder, focused on the boulder, focused on the greens here in this composition, and then I focused on the tree like it's focused right now. But I photographed it at f10 because I want this boulder and the tree to be sharp. But with photographing it at f10, the trees in the back are also in focus. So that's a bit of a problem because they're also going to stand out like I told you. But that on its own, I think it's a decent composition. But it's going super hard this morning. I'm so tired actually, and it's so difficult to see a beautiful composition here in this forest. But we have to give it our all. We have to look and train ourselves to see something. If you're liking the video so far, please give it a thumbs up. It will spread out the video more onto YouTube so other people can watch it. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subs, so like and subscribe. I think I just found two compositions, two photos. One with the tree on what is it for you guys, the right side of you guys, and then here in front of me the small mushroom with a super young pine tree. And I think I need to photograph it with 50 millimeters. Use a shallow depth of field to have the background blurred out, and hopefully make the mushroom and this little pine tree stand out from the environment. And I'm photographing with f2.8 for a shallow depth of field, and I'm doing a focus stack, but I have to do a lot of stacking just because I want to have the background blurred out. I'm using the live viewfinder and I'm zooming in, and every time I have to look and adjust a little bit to put the focus point at this at a different point. And for me it's the first time doing a focus stack like this, shooting with an f number of 2.8 and then focusing so much. So I hope I'm doing it right, because if I miss a place, this photo will be not usable, I guess. So I really have to be patient, doing like almost millimeter per millimeter. I don't know what it is in inches or the American metric stuff. So my pine tree is almost in focus, so that's good. And I've just noticed that the super small pine tree is also moving a little bit, although there isn't really any wind, but I see that it's a little bit shaking. Maybe it's a little bit afraid of me. So I hope I have all my focus points in. And now the only thing that I have to do is put it into Lightroom and edit this picture, focus stack it, and hopefully this is a super amazing photo. I don't know. Let me know what you think of this photo. Is it worth doing so many stacks? And now I'm photographing the picture that I actually saw in the beginning, and I'm photographing with the Tokina 11 to 60 millimeters. I'm doing the same like with the 50 millimeters with the mushroom and that young pine tree. I also have them both in my composition with the Tokina. So I'm also now doing a focus stack with the f2.8, because I also want to have the background out of focus, and I want this beautiful, amazing looking tree into focus, the foreground into focus, and then that tree and our background out of focus. So today I'm trying new stuff. I never thought that was a possibility to do a focus stack like this in a forest with a wide angle lens. I always thought like wide angle lens, you go to f10, f11 to have everything sharp, but now we're doing the focus stack on this small mushroom and see that the background is still out of focus. I'm going to try to do the same with the tree, and hopefully the background will be out of focus. So this is the beautiful looking tree. It's a beech tree, and I never saw a beech tree looking that cool, with so much character in this tree, that tree trunk. So I'm photographing at ISO 100 f2.8, like I already told you, at 80th of a second. And I think I have my last photo now for this composition. put on the Tamron 100 to 400 again onto the body, and I'm photographing. I don't know what kind of tree it's gonna be, but the leaves are super beautiful. We got on top of the tree a little bit of more yellowish colored leaves, and then lower onto this tree it starts to get more orange. And then in front of the tree we got some boulders into the landscape, and it's like they're leading a line going towards that tree, but it's actually a bit of a multiple trees in this forest, but it's lined up with some trees on the sides of it, so we're having like a natural frame around our composition. And I'm also using a reflection in the water, and we can see the boulders into the water. It's super nice. On photo it's not yet how it's looking in real life, but I think with editing I can make it look a bit nicer than it's on the back of the camera. I saw this so this is what we're seeing on the back of the screen. We got that beautiful, like I told you, here on the top we got those beautiful yellow leaves, and then it starts to get more orange if we go towards the bottom, and then we got those beautiful rocks here leading a line towards those colors, and then the reflection in the water from the rocks. My first thought was I will also want to include the tree in the reflection, but it's a little bit too big to photograph with the tele lens, and otherwise with another lens I'm gonna photograph too much in the composition. So I had to sacrifice a little bit to get it right into the composition. You can see the trees on the right and the left side that are making our natural frame around this composition. I hope I try to make it as pleasing for the eye, as calm as possible, but I think it's very nice with the reflections of the boulders into the onto the bottom of this composition. I photographed this picture at f9, 50th of a second at ISO 250. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you like this video, go watch this video. It's the same but better. So I will see you there. Bye bye.